Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are going to discuss the DNC and how they are taking me the frack off, which includes Elizabeth Warren, Hillary Clinton, and the establishment media that refuses to admit that Bernie has an honest chance and they're trying to railroad him again. Yeah, that. Alright, let's start with the Elizabeth Warren thing with the last debate, where you could clearly tell that the CNN moderator and Elizabeth Warren had set up that questionnaire, and Elizabeth Warren had made a deal with the devil. We all know that that happened. I mean, she was being labeled a snake afterwards, which was absolutely disgusting. She sold her soul for extra political points, I think, to be Joe Biden's running mate. That's just my theory, but it didn't work. So then they tried to tout out Hillary Clinton, which I don't understand why you would try to tout out Hillary Clinton and have Hillary Clinton say anything. Because if I'm not mistaken, she sucks. She sucks. There are a lot of us who didn't want her as the candidate, who said we didn't want her as a candidate, who said she was the absolutely worst pick for the DNC. She's the reason that Bernie Sanders voters went over to Donald Trump. In fact, Hillary Clinton is single-handedly responsible for the biggest reason why Donald Trump got elected, because people didn't like her and they were like, oh, she's corrupt and Donald Trump's corrupt, but he looks a tiny bit less corrupt than Hillary Clinton. No, do not tout out Hillary Clinton. She is not good. I don't think she's the evil everyone makes her out to be, but people do not like her. I do not like her. I do not think she is a good politician. I do not think she can win. I do not think she should have a say in any of this. And for them to tout her out and be like, yeah, nobody likes him, everybody hates him, he should eat some worms. Really, he has no friends in the Senate. He's never made any deals whatsoever. Nope, he's spent his entire career fighting for the people. He's more of an independent than he is a Democrat, but he runs under the Democrat badge because he's closer to that. He is a progressive, and they are single-handedly trying to trash him. Then you have this story coming out where they talk about his whole prison thing and how he thought more people should go into prison. Well, that was in 94, before prison reform became a thing because of private prisons. Private prisons are the problem, not using prison to help reform people is the problems. And this was all before private prisons took over and became a real issue. So you were trying to compare it to something that is no longer existent. We do need to be tough on crime, but we certainly don't need to do it with modern day slavery. And he does not support that. And you were trying to manipulate it and make it look like he supports that, which he doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. So, no. Just, no. Stop that. The more he gains in the polls, the more you're going to see these bass words, news stories come out about him because they are absolutely terrified of him. They know, and even Donald Trump on recording knows that Bernie Sanders can beat Trump. Bernie Sanders can beat Joe Biden if given the honest and genuine opportunity, and he's not railroaded by the DNC like he was under Hillary Clinton. Stop trying to railroad him. He is the candidate that we want. We do not want Joe Biden. Some of us were somewhat okay with Elizabeth Warren, but after what she pulled and sold her soul, we are not okay with Elizabeth Warren. And the rest of them don't even stand a chance. So realistically, it's Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Joe Biden, and the best candidate is Bernie Sanders. So stop trying to shoot him in the foot. We can see what you're doing. We know what you're doing. It's absolutely horrifically awful. And you wonder why people don't trust the mainstream media. Could it be because you're trying to railroad and you're in league with the DNC on that one? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you're not adequate in your reporting most of the time, but you are definitely biased. You are definitely trying to railroad Bernie Sanders, and I do not find it acceptable. I do not find what Elizabeth Warren did acceptable. I do not find what Hillary Clinton did acceptable. None of it is okay. None of it is acceptable. Cut that crap out, or you're going to hand the presidency back to Donald Trump, and we are going to get 4 years of a dictatorship that is not going to give a power at the end of those 4 years. You let him do this, and I guarantee you, we are going to have a problem come November 2020. Let Bernie Sanders do his thing. If he's the right candidate, then he will win. If he's the wrong candidate, another candidate will win. But we all know he's the right candidate, Alright, guys, I will see y'all later.